Everyone, it's Melissa with another craft activity for you. Today I wanted to show you how to do pulled string painting. This is a great hands-on kind of messy activity to do that's also just a lot of fun. And the materials for today are super simple. You're going to need some paint, some string. I'm going to be using yarn because that's what I have handy, but you can use any type of string you'd like. You're going to need some paper. I have here kind of a thicker paper because my paints are pretty thick. And you're going to need something to put your paint and string on or in. So for today, I have my usual cardboard palette that I'm going to be using, but you can also put your paint in a small cup so that you can dip your string into it, and we'll get into that in a little bit. So once you have your materials, you're ready to get started. So the first thing that I did was put newspaper down on my work surface, and I've had my handy dandy apron on because, like I said before, this is a very hands-on and messy project. You want to make sure you're protecting your clothes and your workspace. The first thing for the art project you're going to want to do is cut yourself a length of string for each color of paint. I have pink and green paint here today, so I will be cutting 2 lengths of string, and they really should just be however long you think is appropriate for your paper. I have some pretty short paper here, so mine won't be too terribly long. It's about maybe a little bit more than a foot. Alright, so now that I have my string cut, the next thing to do is to put paint on your palette or in your cups if you're using cups. You can use disposable cups to put your paint in, and that'll make dipping the string in them a little bit easier. But if you don't have that available, you can also just use like a cardboard palette like I've been using in my videos. You're going to want to put your paints down, and you don't really need a ton of paint, you just need enough to coat your string. So my string, like I said, is not very long, so I don't need a ton of paint. What you're going to do is, once you have your paint wherever it's going to be, you're going to want to get your string coated in paint, and to do that with a cup, you just dip your string right in. With a palette, I'm going to go ahead and take my finger and just kind of use it to help coat this string in paint. You can also use a small paintbrush or a toothpick if you want. I have no problem using my hands. I don't mind getting a little messy. So I'm obviously doing my pink first, and it doesn't take that much to coat it. I'm going to wipe off the extra paint off my hands. You're going to take your piece of paper. The method I'm using today is 2 pieces of paper that are sandwiched. You don't have to use this if you don't want to. Another method is to take a single piece of paper and fold it in half on top of your string. Like I said, today I'm just going to be doing the sandwich method. So you're going to take your string with the paint on it and lay it across however you'd like on your paper, and you can play with it a little. It's pretty forgiving. I'm just going to do a little bit of a swoop here, and then you're going to want to leave a little bit of your tail off of the paper so that you can actually do the pulling part. You're going to take your second piece of paper and lightly press it. You don't have to press down super hard. You just need the paper to kind of rest together. And then you're going to take the tail of your string and gently pull straight down while the paper is sandwiched together. And you can do this as slowly or as quickly as you'd like. The speed and the direction you pull will determine what your painting looks like. So there's mine. Put it back in the paint because I'll probably use it again. And then you unsandwich your paper, and you can see where I had kind of the curves in the string made this cool. It kind of looks to me like a flower shape, so I'll probably go with that. I'm going to take now my green to show you how to layer colors and get it nice and coated with paint. And again, I'm just going to lay it however I want on the page. You can practice doing different shapes like an S shape, or you can do loops in the string if you want to try that. I guess I'll try that actually right now just to see what it does. And again, you're just going to want to take your second piece of paper sandwich it gently, and then go ahead and take the tip and pull. Put your string back and unsandwich. And you get something that looks like this. And that's pretty much it. You can layer paints however you'd like. You can mix colors. You can try putting more than one color on a string at a time if you'd like. Basically, the possibilities are endless. This is a great process art project to do. Like I said, that's super hands-on and really, really easy. Alright, so here is my finished pulled string painting. What I did is I went back and did a little bit of experimenting with striping on the yarn, and I did that here and there. I did pink, then green, then pink again, and you can kind of see it made this kind of cool striping within the painting itself. So that's something you can definitely try. Try doing it with multiple colors, try doing in different shapes, pulling in different directions. That's the great thing about this type of process art. You can really do whatever you'd like. The sky is the limit. So that's it for today, for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.